give enough time to yourself to come back. Now let us express our gratitude to the universe, gratitude to all the masters, to all the beings on this planet, gratitude to ourselves, gratitude to Mother Nature, and gratitude to Mother Earth. Now slowly unlock your fingers and place them over eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And please have some water. Yeah, thank you so much for joining in meditation, friends. So let's start our session. And this is, we are starting a new chapter, chapter 16 from the book, The Eternal Validity of the Soul, SETH Speaks. So it's very interesting chapter, friends. So certain breaking our belief systems and a few odd realizations. So let's begin the chapter now. Probable Systems, Men and Gods is the title of the chapter. So Seth Master says, for any given movement, we have many choices to make. So that means, see, like in our daily life, in a given movement, so in that minutes or in that moment of our time, we choose, isn't it? So from multiple thoughts, we make decisions, or we just carry on with one of the thought that we are much connected with, isn't it? So others may feel like other thoughts, so we feel like they are unimportant to us for that given moment, right? For that given moment, we think like they are unimportant. So whatever we feel that important, here we need to underline. So whatever we feel like important, isn't it? So we go with the thought, right? So for any like given moment, again, so there are many possibilities. So before it becoming a reality, or before it is turning into a physical reality, before we go into the action, so we have many choices to make, isn't it? Like if we need to go to certain destinations, to a certain place, so we have many choices. If, for example, we can go by walk or train, so many like transportations, many. So we choose whatever we are, so we feel comfort with, and whatever it is suitable for us, isn't it? So if we choose one path, if we choose one thought, there are so until we choose one action, so one thought, so there we do have multiple probabilities. So in every given movement, Seth Master says, in every given movement we do have multiple possibilities. That means whatever we think it is unimportant to us, they also have equal chances of happening. They also have equal valid, so they are like they are valid. They have equal validation. So like whatever we choose, so even the other thoughts have the equal the equal chances of happening, isn't it? So like reality is made, our reality, the physical reality is made from the actions that we choose to do. It's like series of actions. Let's say like reality is made from our reality, our own reality is like series of actions. That means our series of choices that we have made, isn't it? So we think that it's our reality, but there is as we all know, that we are multi-dimensional selves, isn't it? So our soul is not existing in one and only one realm, so one and only one dimension. So the consciousness is like everywhere, so here and there. So what it's like soul, again it's a soul's choice. So so we are like multi-dimensional beings. So the choices, we don't seem like they never happened, so they still exist as possibilities, isn't it? So every possible thought or action is real in some way, even if we don't act on us, right? See, like Seth Master has given an example of, if a person is reading a book and a phone rings, asking a friend wants to meet at certain point of time. So this individual has a choice to say no and stay at home, to say no and go somewhere else. Like he can go alone. So say yes and meet them. Like there are so many possibilities. So all these choices could become real before this individual pick one. They all have the chances of becoming your reality. So all possible actions, even the ones we don't choose, or just as real and valid as the ones we do, right? From the, we are clear for so I think we are clear at this with this concept, right? So actions, so what will happen to the other reality? So what will happen to the other thoughts? So whatever the actions here, Seth Master says, the probable actions, however, are valid. So they thought that you choose it to actualize them physically. So if there was a strong like emotional charge behind one of the rejected probable actions, it may even have the greater validity as act than the one you choose. So it's very important point, friends. Here Seth Master says, so what he says is, if we reject something, so if we reject something, if it has a strong emotional connection, if it has a strong emotional thought, emotional like charge, so what will happen, though whatever we choose, it has a less emotional than the rejected one, so it will become somewhere the other reality. So it will become the reality in that means, though we choose here some action. So we go with some example. If a person rejects, if a person dislikes someone, so he try to avoid that person. Okay. So so yeah, the same example we can take. So if a person wants to meet if a person wants to meet someone, some like X, okay, this X uh, rejects, so he or she dislikes to go with that group. Okay. So instead, so and to avoid that group meet, so if this X chooses a person or chooses some other decision, or chooses to some other who is she's not much friendly though. So but what happens here, the rejection, the emotion of rejection is more here, isn't it, compared to the choice that he or she has made to meet another person. So another person may be not as close, they are not close, they are maybe some other unimportant work, but the rejection emotion is more, so that will underneath, that will start to take an action now. So that will start to become reality, either here, either in this reality, or in some other realities. In some other realities means, the self, in other selves, in other dimensions, it will take into a reality form. So this is what Seth Master says. So if we are rejecting, or if we are considering is important or unimportant, so we have to be aware of why we are rejecting it, so why we are saying no, or why we are choosing this. So here we need a little awareness, because the it is like all, Seth Master says, this is the nature of reality, because all the thoughts are like mental actions. So they exhibit, they, so the mental acts therefore are valid. So whatever the mental acts were, they are valid, they exist and cannot be ineffective, right? So our lack of perception cannot destroy their validity. This is what Seth Master says. So he has given another example, like if a person wants to become a doctor and he has full capacity, full possibility, or if he is capable of becoming a doctor here, but instead of that profession, he has chosen another profession. So in other selves of this person, so in other dimensions, in other reality, he will become a doctor. So he will be a doctor. That's what Seth Master says. So these ideas may seem impossible. So we think like these are like impossible because of the logic mind here, because of the three-dimensional energies. We think like no, these we don't believe, maybe. That's what Seth Master says, so that you don't believe. But here he says the soul can be described for the matter as a multi-dimensional infinite act. So each minute probability being brought somewhere into the actuality and existence. So whatever though we have rejected, so it will take into a real form in other cells of us. So I like see what of my own experience, that I have realized that yes, there are two other cells. I don't know how many, but I got to know there are two other cells in other dimensions. So like in a different forms, in different, we our consciousness takes different forms, like it chooses according to its whatever it want to experience in that dimension, in that particular reality. Our self chooses the form, isn't it? So this is what, so we think like, we generally think like this is our physical reality, this is one and only our life. But there are other lives in other dimensions, other realities, right? So whatever here we have rejected, so the according to the emotional strong, according to the emotional the frequency, so it will take reality in another other dimensions. So how can we connect to the other cells? So mostly he says, Seth Master says, in a dream state. Why in only dream state? Because the logic mind that we have, it will go into the dormant state, it will completely get relaxed in the dream states, in the sleep state. That's how we get dreams, and we do get connected with the other cells of us, and we realize, see like in some dreams, like we don't realize, we don't see like they are familiar to us, isn't it? But sometimes we feel the exact the same figure, the same features. We think like we are acting, but our self is acting there. So one of our consciousness is acting there. So let me share while I'm reading this. So I got a doubt. So is there many possibilities? So how can I choose from these possibilities the best possibility for this the given moment? So Seth Master says like you are you you are in the web of the cosmic web, where there are like multiple possibilities. So I want to experiment it. So I thought, I let me close my eyes. I'm not in a meditation, I'm just not meditating. So just want to I just want to experiment it. Even I don't know that I could see something. So I when I closed my eyes, so I could see like a ring around me, and there are like so how a child draws a sun. So how we, if we want to draw a sun, so we will like the spikes, all the lines, isn't it, around the circle. In the same way, so there is a circle around me, a ring, a golden ring, and there are like so many possibilities, so like so many lines. So I thought, what are these lines? So I was told that these are the possibilities for that at that given moment. So when I closed my eyes and when I see, then I thought, okay, in this moment, for the given moment, I can go, I can think about the past, isn't it? I can think about the past actions, or I can go to the past time. So even from the childhood, we can go there. So, and at that moment, I can just pick one possibility that it suits me. And also at that given moment, I can think about the future. So at, so I then that's the realization I got, like it's like few days ago. So that's the realization I got, that in a given moment I can go to the past, I can be in the present, I can think about the future. Okay, so whatever I choose it from, so that's how we all are choosing the possibility. We all are choosing the reality, so it becomes a reality. At that moment, it's dinner time, I was feeling a bit hungry. So that emotion is strong. I could sense that, because that emotion is strong to have some food. So I can see the images of images of food that I have prepared on that day. So whatever emotionally I have got connected, the rest, whatever they are active like golden lines, they went dull. So whatever I thought, it has a it the energies went through that line, went through that path. So I thought, okay, now I know that I'm like, I feel like to eat, I feel like to have food. Okay, let me put this aside. So I have consciously, I have raised an unwanted, unimportant thought. I know that it's not important. So what happened? This has taken into an energy form, like see, like a thunder, the lightning. What will happen? So the lightning, in the same way, the thought, whatever I have released, has taken like an energy form, like a, say, like a rope, something. So this thought has a consciousness, this thought has energy, consciousness, and this thought has energy, and this thought is searching for the equal frequency. So I was amazed to see that thought. So whatever the equal frequency it has, it want to extend. So when it get extended, so I'm getting too much connected with that emotion. So I just didn't give another thought to this thought. Another thought to the connected thought. That means like connected thought. I was observing consciously. So what it is doing. So it is just from many possibilities. It is searching, okay, the for the equal frequency. So then I just drop the thought. So when I just ignore the thought, it's like nullified. It didn't take into like whatever the energy that I have seen before in that thought. So it was completely got down. So then I realized, okay, this is how we are choosing it. Okay. So Seth Master says, like in the dream state, we get connected to the other selves. So beginning with the act of imagination in the waking state, you can sometimes follow for a short or the whatever the road we have taken. So we can see the future, and we can see our past in the dreams. So whatever the future action that we see here, that we see in the dream, that means in some other reality it has already taken the form, and we are seeing that, we are experiencing that in the dream. So that's how Seth Master says, so you can either avoid that action or you can take. We have free will, isn't it? We have free will. So we can either choose the action or we can avoid that. So this is how, so some like we can avoid certain actions, or we can go with the best choices. This is the introduction, like, so when we go on we can understand clearly, but it's very for me it's very interesting chapter. So see, like this is a yeah. There are other versions of our identity, of our soul, but if we focus on only the physical things, we lose the connection with them. Okay, so we have to know that. We have to know our about other selves as well. That's what Seth Master says. So why this chapter? Why he is sharing this wisdom? Because we already know that we are multidimensional beings, but it's not enough to know that we are multidimensional beings. We need to experience it, right? We need to experience. We all are experiencing in one way or the other way, but we are not conscious of that. We are not at all, we are not aware of that. So here he is enhancing our awareness so that we know that there are other cells as well, so that we can experience the other cells, right? So these other versions are part of our identity, part of our soul. But if we focus only on physical things, we lose that connection. So from where we are right now, we can sometimes sense a feel, so like these other realities, and can affect of the choices you don't make, like say like echoes or vibrations of those actions. So Seth Master says advance. So what he says is, in terms, so what in advance means, and according to Seth Master, becoming more aware of probable selves and other materializations of one's own identity. This is what he meant advancement means. That means we are advanced means we have to know certain other selves, he wants to say. So gaining awareness of the true, the whole identity through various manifestations. Like probable selves are not lost, they are not negated. So lacking in free will, so they do have free will just like us. The other selves also have the free will, self-determination or individuality, and they also have the right to choose, and they also just choose their choices from the multiple probabilities. So that if we know this concept, if we understand this, then we can understand the other coming sessions wisdom. So that means as if I'm here, so my other self also having the same, like it has the choices to make from multiple possibilities, isn't it? So have full freedom to express all probable actions and development. So they exist both in reality and others known to the current self. So others are not. So our current self, we are not aware of the other selves as we see. So so for that given movement, Seth Master says you are in a center of the cosmic web of probabilities. Reading this line, that's what I want to experiment with, and whatever I have shared just now, the multiple probabilities. So he said we are in the center of the cosmic web of possibilities. That means like so many possibilities, and we are in the center, and we are choosing from that. And our reality, we are choosing from that many possibilities. So these possibilities are influenced by even the slightest mental or emotional act, isn't it? So thoughts and emotions, so extend in all physical or non-physical directions. So they appear in dimensions beyond the current understandings. So they are appearing. So how can we receive these signals? So we receive signals from possibilities connected to our own. So like say like have the power to choose which probable actions to make in your real systems. We interact. Seth Master says we do interact with other cells, but we are not aware of it. We do interact with the thoughts of the other cells, but we are not aware of it. So sometimes see like how to check if we are, if the thought is so strange to us, if we are not completely feeling it, if we are not that identity, so that means it's not from us, it's from the other self of us. So while reading, I just got to know one of my past thought. So we used to live in London, the central London, few years back. So in an multi-storied building, it's an apartment, like 13th floor. So it's a nice balcony and all. So when I just want to experience the balcony, so just went to the edge of the balcony. I want to see everything. So I'm enjoying while seeing all the the clouds and everywhere. So as soon as I just looked down, I was not in meditation then, right? It's like years back. As soon as I just glanced down, so it's like 13th floor. That means it's too light height. So I thought like I had fear of heights. Till this chapter, I thought like, okay, I'm having fear of heights, but it's not fear of heights. It's like whenever I used to see the balcony, so whenever I used to see down, I feel like I was um, to jump from that to jump from that stair, to jump on that floor, as if I just going to jump from that. With that thought, see, like I was so happy with my life. Why I need to take this decision of just jumping from that the building? So why I need to immediately? I used to come inside. I thought like maybe I'm having a fear of heights. So, but flight and all journey is fine. I used to think flight is fine for me. I'm enjoying the flight and everything. I don't have any phobias and all. But why only certain when I got up there? So I understood like some other selves. These are the thoughts from the other selves. So sometimes it will attract us, sometimes it will. So we interact with the thoughts. Here, Seth Master says, if we are having a little awareness, see, like at that moment I was aware that why I'm feeling this. If just 1 minute more, I don't know, I don't know about if I might take so I may take that action. So that's the intensity at that moment. So I used to come back. I used to come back, come into the house, and I used to close the door. So I don't know, then I didn't give much importance. But as of reading this chapter, going through this wisdom, I got to know, oh, this is what. So sometimes we need to be aware. So sometimes it may be useful for us, and sometimes maybe strange to us, strange feelings. So so we need not go to that according to the feeling. That's what Seth Master says. You need little awareness, right? So let's continue more about this wisdom, about the certain possibilities in the coming session, friends. As today is the introduction chapter, that means introduction. Let's go further deep into this wisdom. Yeah, thank you so much. Then, if at all you want to share anything, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, Usha.
Yeah. Good morning, Sharada. Just
Morning.
here to validate all your messages because it is phenomenal what you shared. So one thing is connecting the books, the what is happening to me, and the wisdom that you're sharing.
Mm,
From the book, I understood that our emotional body and the spiritual body are deeply connected. This is one wisdom. And what happened after that was um, over the past months, I am having a very deep emotional desire. But I know that if I am trying to take action on that, it is not going to be conducive for
mm,
my own self and for the people around. But the desire is valid, the emotions are deep. Okay. And what happened after that was in three different dreams, I experienced it in real form. Okay.
mm,
And yesterday was one such thing. Before I slept, I just surrendered to Lord Ganesha, saying that, see, I am having this emotional desire. But I know that I do not know how I am going to fulfill it, but it is deep and it is genuine. And now you help me to understand what it is. Okay. And I slept. And there came a dream where everything what I was desiring was fulfilled. And before the dream ended, the message was, Usha, did you see it? Now can we go back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And see, this how I am connecting with your messages. When there is an emotional charge of our thought, it is getting fulfilled in other realities. And that time I did not understand that it is my multi-dimensional self, but from your message I understood that yes, my self is experiencing something in some other reality through
Yes.
dreams in my case.
Yes.
But one more point I wanted to add, which I am still not clear, is there is an immense possibility of getting the learnings from all these realities. My current consciousness, the one I see in the dream, everything, if I am connecting the dots, then there is ascension. How?
Mm.
I do not know. That is still a question mark, but thank you so much for sharing the wisdom today.
Thank you, Isha. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Thank you. Yes, everything is aligned. You're all connected, isn't it? Thank you. So, yeah, friends, anyone? Let's meet in the next session. Yeah, thank you then. And let's all meet in the next session. We can even can learn more about it. Thank you all and have a great day. Thank you.